Panic ordering by retailers is making the supply chain crisis even worse. Supply chains everywhere have been hit by massive disruptions this year, from container shortages to floods and COVID infections setting off port closures. Suddenly, retailers and manufacturers are over ordering because of these supply chain issues, and that's just leading to essentially an even worse scenario, says Jonathan Savior, CEO of a supply chain technology firm. Quincus told CNBC's Squawk Box Asia on Monday the energy crises in mainland China and Europe are the latest to roil the shipping industry. So this, my wife went to Target yesterday, and she's like, she just wanted to go buy a couple of jackets for the kids. And there was no jackets, apparently. There wasn't much of anything, apparently, when it comes to winter clothes or fall clothes. So not a great sign. Not a great sign when, we're in fall. And I know that the seasons for clothes run differently than, most things, but come on, it's October and it's been like 70 degrees almost every day except for like the last 3 days. So if that's the case, like there's still got to be some kind of jackets or some kind of winter apparel left. I mean, we're not even at winter yet. We're just we're barely getting into the fall season. So yeah, that's not a great sign, and this is part of that rubber banding effect that I've talked about in past videos, where it's like, things change, but then it takes a while for those effects to be felt. And in the case of over ordering, there's only so many ships to go out, and people are fighting for that. That's why some of these companies have chartered their own ships, and bigger companies, Targets, the Walmarts of the world, have chartered their own ships to make that happen. And it will back things up where it's like, oh, what used to take 30 days, 30 days notice to get that stuff from wherever it's coming from to here in the States, is now maybe it's 45 days, maybe it's 60 days, maybe it's 90 days. It might be here in the States, but it's buried under other crates. Or there isn't enough truck drivers to be able to get the stuff there, or trucks available, or even trailers available. Depending on how the supply chain is for trailer manufacturers to be able to produce enough trailers. I know last year we were talking with one of the companies that we deal with, and they were talking about how their trailers were already sold out for 2021, and this was like in the middle of 2020. I know it might have been the beginning of the summer of 2020, and they were already sold out through 2021 for trailers. So and then if they were even able to get the supplies that they need by the time to be able to fulfill said orders at that point. So there's a whole cascading rubber banding effect, and over ordering is not necessarily panic ordering, as they say on CNBC here, is not necessarily going to help us at all. It might help a few things here, dribs and drabs come through, but ultimately could actually be worse for everybody involved.